Welcome back, everybody. We are continuing on. I accepted Benita's escort quest material witness, and that was right by Grand Soren. But when I came back, um, there's a special cutscene that you will see, or it's not really a cutscene; it's an event that happens that I wanted to include in this. Um, what I hoped to do was, if I complete Benita's quest, then I think the Venture Forth quest should pop up in Cassardus. So we're going to complete that real quick. We're going to watch this, and then we'll go back to Cassardus and double check. If it's not there, we'll move on. Okay, so you'll see this part under attack. You can fight off the goblins and stuff, do all the damage you want to them. Um, but you cannot really do anything to Mr. Griffin here. As you can see, we're tickling him. I mean, we are doing some damage, but you can't kill him here. He took the ox, and he's dipping. He's done. He says nope. He says nope. Okay, so Benita's quest, you just warp to Grand Soren and go out the front door, and then you bring her over here. So we're gonna knock that out really, really quick, and then we're gonna warp back to Cassardus. I was actually gonna do that one off screen in hopes that it would work, but then the Griffin cutscene showed up, and that only happens once. Okay, so she just says thank you. She's gonna give us those grand grapes. That quest is completed. We're gonna warp back to Cassardus now, and this should have triggered enough space on the board in order to unlock the Venture Forth quest for Kina. I was reading up in my notes, and yeah, you escort her before Lure of the Abyss, you save her, and then you complete one worm hunt quest, and then you accept the Venture Forth quest here. Okay, this is one of the guys we need to talk to for
I'd not
Pablo's
believe such
quest,
villainy. The scoundrel even uncovered tis clear.
and then there's another right here. And we're just gonna speed through the dialogue. They say that there's a thief in here at night, and well, when you're ready to catch the thief, you'll talk to Pablo again. Burden approved. 3 golems. Okay, it did not trigger her quest. Darn it. Okay, while we're here, let's do Pablo's quest.
Ready, are you? Then he's fit when the thief, and we'll have those with lock it. Well, come with your prep, then we wait. I shall go. Tis time. And what?
Let's see. Bummer. Okay, so you just stand out here and you wait for him to run down this ramp, and it's really easy to do with the warrior. Just blink strike him and pick him up. Although sometimes he just come running from that side. Initially, the first time you attempt the mission, now he's right here. Strider might have good luck with that with the snare. Is that like they have this rope thing they can throw, and it pulls their legs out from under them? Here he comes. Oops, I missed. So you're just gonna have to wait by the door, because if he makes it past here, then you have to restart the whole mission. And it's a panda butt. We will catch him. He'll be back. Here he comes again. If you do miss the blink strike, though, he can run past you, hit that gate, and then it's mission over. You can reattempt this one, though, over and over, so. But I'm not going to fall for the trap of chasing him. Because the moment you chase him, he just sneaks around on you. And, like, you lose sight of him, and then he just runs out the gate. See, there he is back up there. So I'm just going to wait for him to come back down. And if we fail the quest, I'll do it on my own later. I'm not going to do a whole episode of me trying to catch this guy. Because this one can be time consuming. If I hadn't missed that blink strike, it would have been done already. So, you want to kind of line your head up with right there. That way when he comes running down, you just blink strike and you should connect with him. And then you have to grab him.
Unhand me!
Okay, now mission complete.
How's the day fine? Now he's fine. What's more, abandoned. Seems if you call.
Okay, that one's done. Still no venture forth. Okay, so we're going back to Grand Soren. Okay, so we're going to locate Stefan. We're going to accept his quest about that book.
I would, I have sat the book, I would not recompense.
Okay, this one's completely optional, but if you do accept it, there's it has a special meaning to it if you do accept it and finish it, but if you do something, then it's meaningless. So I'll explain that as we get closer. Either way, it's free gold, free XP, so. It's not a real lengthy quest, but it is time consuming to get there. So I'm going to set up another quest in motion right here. So we're just going to sneak around here. So there's a whole bunch of bandits in those ruins. And then up in here is goblin territory. So we're going to go between the two. Hopefully the bandits will leave us alone. Hopefully the goblins won't give us too much trouble.
Kill 'em all!
Well, so much for that. So much for that. I thought I was far enough out. Oh, these guys. I swear. Okay, so we're going to continue this way toward the mountain. So eventually the quest will pop. I just don't know when it will. Normally, all I have to do is complete that quest and go right back, and it's already popped. That being said, the notice board quests are random, so they're all completely optional as well. So come to me, guys. We're trying to aggro stuff. Let's go. I don't know what they're trying to fight, but they need to leave it be. Okay, so get on this main road. Wolves are going to be around here, but that's no big deal. We've dealt with wolves. But what is beyond here is what we're after. As you can see, Griffin, you can bait them down and fly, and with like killing oxen and goblins and stuff, and luring them down with stuff, and fight them if you want. I doubt you'll win at this stage in the game, but you could blast it down with throw blast, and I mean, you really could kill it that way. So there's a chimera up there, and 2 ogres. It just depends on which one spawns in. I actually really enjoy fighting chimeras, so I might go up there and hit that chimera up later. But up in here is a church. So we're wanting to get as close to the water as we can from that church. And that is, I'll explain why we're going this route, because this is you have to go to certain destinations when you're doing escort quest, and venture forth is always over here as long as it's Keena's quest. And you have to do this one in order to get to progress her quest line. So water's down here. We're gonna come down here and drop a port crystal, and then we're gonna go. We are gonna warp back to Cassardus, and then we're gonna make for that trail where we were going toward the Witchwood again, but we're gonna go the opposite way. So we're still a little bit further in. I need to go around here. So the reason we came up here was because I saw a pretty strong enemy. So down in here, I'll point them out. Near the water's edge, most likely. Down here are Saurians, and these ones can turn invisible unless you sever the tail, and that's not good. Until you sever the tail, they don't really take damage either. They're very weak to ice. Fire does okay damage, but ice is best. Okay, so this is Prayer Falls, and this is where Keena wants to go. So we're going to drop a port crystal here. A little bit closer. If you go back that way, there's your church. And then up on this hill is where those 2 ogres should be. So we're going to drop stuff down here away from all the enemies. And I really hope I can get the quest to trigger. That way I can show you guys. If not, I will definitely explain it. Steps that you need to take. But I've never not had it trigger right there. I don't know if I need to do another one of his quests in order to make that happen. But we're going to do the book quest real quick, and then we will go back, and then that might be our next episode. So right now we're just kind of doing setup prep for the late game. This all being completely optional, of course. As you can see, goblins terrorize the people. Let's fix that. Every now and then you'll get an ambush quest. And it'll just be like, defeat the enemy. And it's like, okay. But they usually seem to stay in the same place. Oh. And there's a hobgoblin. Okay, ambush completed.
The animals of the field are a good source of meat.
Okay, let's continue on. And we'll actually be dealing with that Griffin in a later quest too. That's why I wanted to show him, because he's important to it later. If you don't see it, then it doesn't make sense. Okay, wolf pack up here, as you can see. Hopefully we can hit these guys. They're pretty dodgy. Jump around like non-stop. With 4 of us this time, though, should be pretty easy going. It's the bandits I worry about. Okay. Around here somewhere. If you kill the alpha wolf, the little guys run away. They're like, he killed our guy. But as you can see, with the more pawns you have, the less painful the journey is. And we will be switching the pawns out in the next episode, because we are quite a bit higher level now. Like we're at least level 20. As you can see, there's bandits up there. If you can lure them down one at a time, they're not so bad.
Hold nothing back.
See, I'm not doing that much damage. Okay. That one maybe. Yeah, I'm doing better damage to that one. There are warriors, and they are tough and tanky. So throw a blast if you're having trouble. Which we are about to.
Hold nothing back.
Exactly. Oh wait, you meant us. You meant us. Okay.
Fresh meat.
As you can see now, we're getting into it. So I think it's time to bust out a throw blast. Ooh, I got hit. Come on, guys, get back here. I brought everybody presents. As you can see, insta kill, worth it. Hey, get back here, guys. I never wanted to hurt you, but she did attack us. Self-defense is in order. We might not actually even make it to the book this episode. Wow. I don't really want to make this a longer one,
Nothing back.
just for that. Ooh, I got smacked.
Bloody hell.
But now this gives you a perfect chance to see why I didn't want to come here during the daytime to do the Kina rescue quest. And you can see there's a whole bunch more right there. So Saurians that way, the lizards. But we're going to go a little bit around them. So those are tripwires there. You hit those, everything comes running. So I think we bypassed the ones up top. No getting around these ones though. Let's check behind us. Looks good. Okay, so we got to fight our way through a bunch of them over here and get to that castle. So I think this is doable actually.
Why have you come here?
So there's a lot of them. So you know what that means. Say hello. Say hello. Say goodbye. I don't think they like my presence.
Bloody hell.
Technically, I was just walking here, guys. Oh yeah, we'll get the book done this episode. So regardless, I will be doing the second worm hunt quest next episode for you guys, just to keep the main story moving along, and then I'll check back to Cassardus, see if it changed.
Sick 'em, boys.
Warriors, you gotta look out for. hand fighters. Guys, wait your turn. You'll all have a chance to die, don't worry. And then we just casually stroll into this castle, and the dude's like, what do you want? And they're like completely passive once you get past this bridge. What? Nothing. I just gotta look. So Maul is over here, and he is the bandit. He's the bandit chief over here. So he gives you some quests. Where's Maul? There he is. That's Maul. So you can do quest for him, bandit quest, if you would like. There's a rival bandit team of all female bandits, and then they have quest, and you go back and forth, and completely optional. I'm not gonna do them. I don't think it's worth it. Um, Basically gives you a badge of merit, and it keeps you from getting attacked by his bandits, and it doesn't even work. They still attack you anyway. It's like, what in the world? So there's a few pieces of treasure in here. Basically what it is it's bandit stuff. So if you want to cosplay as a bandit, yep, get your gear. I'm gonna take the short way up. So Buddy's book is right there. It does not spawn until you accept the quest. I made the mistake of trying to get this thing before I accepted the quest, so that way I could just give it to him. Like, hey, how are you? Oh no, I already found that. Here you go. And now that treasure chest doesn't appear until you accept Stefan's quest. And I was like, oh, that's messed up. So I'm going to point out one other thing. So we can go over this way, the beach. And if you go down these stairs, you got to run straight into a Cyclops. And then the Witchwood is right over there. So if you want to drop a Port Crystal, this is pretty much a safe place to do it. To get access to the Witchwood again, we do have a quest there. So I don't see why you wouldn't drop a crystal in here. I'm gonna drop one here, just outside the castle walls, away from all the bandits. And then these guys will respawn every single day, so ideally the closer to the Witchwood you are, the better. But that does mean fighting past the other bandit pack and the wolves. So it's up to you where you want to place that. So if you could find a spot that has like 0 bandits, then you can drop it right there. But just be aware, if you do drop a Port Crystal and there used to be enemies there, they will probably be there again. So you can see there's a whole bunch of bandits over here. If I can sneak past these guys, it'll make it worth it. I didn't see any subtitles pop up, so I don't think we're under attack. There's fruit in these trees, and you can shoot the fruit, and it'll drop consumable. So, this is a great place right here. I mean, there's wolves right there, but at the same time, it's just a straight shot through. Which was right here, and then this is where Keena's escort quest is, right over here. So, to give a perspective of how big the world is here. Okay, so here's Cassardus, and then this is the Witchwood. That's the castle ruins. Here's the castle waypoint right here. So that's the encampment. Castle waypoint's right up in here. Here's Grand Soren. Up here is where we met the Dragon Forge. Here is the church. There's another area over here. That cuts out. There's another area way back in here. And the map still goes and goes and goes. We can't really end on a battle. So I'm going to get rid of these wolves real quick. And then we're going to save. And we are going to call it a day on this episode. We're approaching the 35-minute mark now. But as you can see, Wolfpack. Coming back here now is completely optional. I'm going to do it for another quest. Okay. Come on over here, guys. Now we're still in battle over there. Let's see if it'll let us save and quit. Okay, so it's going to let us save and quit. So we are going to save and quit here. Very next episode, we're going to Grand Soren, and we're giving Stephen his book. And then we are going to investigate a cult at a next Worm Hut quest, and then we will go from there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your time. I hope this entertained you. I hope it helped you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for your time, and we will catch you tomorrow.